2 steps ahead. I am always 2 steps ahead.
When we last left Nick, he weighed 400 pounds, was pretending to be disabled for attention, and flaunted his hips for a few coins.
Chill. Back it up.
Let's stop here because it really hurt my eyes. Nick, with multiple channels, made a fortune from his disorderly behavior. It was mostly his roller coaster relationships, chaotic eating sessions, and shamelessness that made Nick the subject of gossip. But Nick wasn't always like this. Let's go back to his humble beginnings in Colombia.
A truly happy person wouldn't do this, you know? It's like, this is when veganism becomes like a mental illness, I think, where it takes over your life, it consumes you. You alienate yourself from the real world, like Unnatural Vegan said.
Nick's vegan lifestyle was quickly cast aside. Shortly after abandoning veganism, his channel skyrocketed, and as his account grew, so did he. Last week, Nick made the greatest comeback in internet history on YouTube with a video titled 2 Steps Ahead.
I am always 2 steps ahead. This has been the greatest social experiment from a very long dream that I also woke up, having lost 250 pounds off of my body.
We've heard these words before, Nick, so why are you talking about it again like it's something new?
I am always 2 steps ahead. This has been the greatest social experiment I've come to know. Certainly the greatest social experiment of my entire life.
Dude, stop playing the same games for attention. We all know you're just a crazy depressive.
I don't like this! I don't like this!
You say, I wish I had never started YouTube. I wish I hadn't chosen this path. But the first thing you said after losing weight was this.
This is worth my soul. This is worth everything in my soul. He seems to like it too. This is why I live life. I love spicy black bean noodles. And
when you lose weight and your mental health improves, you actually return to your very first ultimate decision.
I wish I could turn back the clock. I wish I could go back in time. I wish I would never have done YouTube. I wish I would have never decided that this would be a fun way to make a living, that this would be a fun way to have a life, this would be a fun way to provide for my family.
You get caught up in your own theatrics, creating drama. One day you're depressed, the next you're happy, then you're breaking everything and chasing chaos. In reality, the only thing you want is more views. We all know it, and for that, you're willing to do anything, truly anything. The beginning was like a shocking plot twist from a Netflix horror film, where the audience is genuinely scared and a bit disturbed. This could be the biggest plot twist in YouTube history. It's as if Nikocado died from a heart attack and was reborn thin. What the hell is going on? Honestly, this is the most genuine what the hell I've ever said. This is the biggest internet scare I've ever witnessed. Nick has literally been reset to factory settings. Nick, who has lost half his weight in just a few months, honestly looks pretty sick. There isn't even a single spark left in his eyes. If you've only seen Nick in his heavier form, this might come as a shock. But when he first started his channel, he had a small frame and was always a huge drama queen. I think Nikocado was a character created by Nick for us to mock and for him to profit from. As he amplified and exaggerated this persona, it worked, so he kept going. His belly grew. The scale tipped over like a cow because he couldn't let go of the money and the free food just yet. However, 45 million people still watched him. His eating habits haven't changed much either. He's still stuffing his mouth with noodles, making strange mouth noises as he talks while chewing.
back. And Mr. Noodle is back.
Also, if the last 8 years were just a social experiment, why does he still eat so much and refer to himself as the mukbang king? The rest of the video is just Nikocado and Mr. Noodle eating together, and Nikocado constantly reminding viewers that the obesity of the past 8 years was just a dream. But there's more, folks. Everyone is curious about the timeline of his weight loss. There's no way to know the full timeline, but I do know he's been uploading pre-recorded videos for a while. In late 2020, Nick's main channel was demonetized, so he stopped uploading videos until it was resolved. But he was still eating, and the camera was still recording. Hundreds of hours, thousands of videos, and millions of bites are waiting while Nick loses weight. I don't know if he's been chewing half glutathione, had weight loss surgery, or just reduced his calorie intake to that of a normal person, but I checked some of his videos from the past 2 years. If you spend half an hour in the swamp, you'll find enough clues to understand that the dates on the milk cartons are outdated and that there's a lot of faking. This indicates that he isn't sharing in real time. So it seems he's filmed a lot of videos in bulk. Hold on, let's do some math. Yes, this could actually be true because we don't know exactly when he stopped filming, but I counted all the videos he posted on his main channel in the last 2 years, and there are only 22. On his other channel, there are just 5. I thought he had filmed tons of videos, yet some claim he lost all 250 pounds in just 7 months, because the last video update was 7 months ago. Even a simple Google search will tell you that losing 250 pounds in 7 months is not only extremely unrealistic, but also dangerously unhealthy. Even with extreme methods, such as very low-calorie diets or medications, losing 250 pounds in 7 months is impossible. Considering that there is no healthy way to achieve such rapid weight loss, it would lead to heart problems, muscle loss, and many other serious health issues. In fact, if you recall him shaving his head, it could be a side effect of this severe weight loss. There are rumors that Nikocado tried the Ozempic method, praised by many celebrities for rapid fat loss. However, even Ozempic isn't a miracle solution. If he had used it, he could have only lost about 10 to 15% of his body fat in a year, equating to 25 to 37 pounds. So, losing 250 pounds in 7 months seems highly unrealistic. It's far more likely that he lost weight over 2 years. If he filmed fewer than 40 videos and posted them sporadically, it would explain the timeline. Additionally, the lack of loose skin suggests he may have undergone skin-tightening surgery after such significant weight loss. It's hard to believe that all this effort was just for a social experiment. Nikocado, you can't fool us. Moreover, everyone hoped for his weight loss, but now some are saying he's too thin. Yet Nikocado repeatedly said he would lose all his weight. So, was this really a social experiment? People will do anything for views and money. Nikocado made a fortune over the past 8 years and continues to rake it in. Maybe, from his perspective, it was worth it. Nikocado's success throughout this process reveals that he's not just a YouTuber, but also a master strategist. The transformation happening before our eyes shows how prepared and calculated he's been. Looking back at his old videos and content, we can see how meticulously this entire experiment was planned and executed. Beyond the weight loss itself, this change was most likely used as a tool to captivate and influence his audience, keeping them hooked every step of the way. If we assume Nick's social experiment was created to prove the bias and mistreatment of obese individuals, maybe now he's trying to show, through another experiment, that thin people are treated more positively and without prejudice? Who knows? Now feel free to share your thoughts about this transformation in the comments. What do you think Nikocado's next steps might be? And what have you learned as a part of this social experiment? I look forward to your comments and insights. See you in the next video.